Close your eyes and picture this. It's a sunny spring day, and you just heard back from the college you applied to. You are accepted, reads your offer letter. You immediately start thinking of the coming fall, your program, the campus, and the classes you'll take. One important activity goes along with the start of college or university, and that's your orientation. When you think of orientation, what comes to mind? You might think of the wild activities to get all the students involved, but what about your program-specific orientation? According to a survey of current and past students, about half of the respondents rated their experience as just average. Most people found it to be boring and monotonous and not a very memorable experience. 68% of respondents wanted interactive activities. 62% wanted a chance for networking, and 42% wanted to hear from industry professionals within their orientation. Now you may be wondering, how could we make this happen? Well, let me present to you GBC's new and improved Human Resources Orientation, the search for new beginnings and new opportunities. Our orientation is split between the in-person and online HR management program. We will have an in-person morning session and one in the afternoon. That way we can accommodate as many students as we can. Students will partake in a scavenger hunt at the St. James campus with their fellow students, where they will learn the layout of the campus, get to know their professors, and make new friends, all in an engaging way. These sessions will be sandwiched between a networking opportunity with industry professionals and campus support services. The virtual session will live stream the start of the in-person session and have their own interactive activities and a networking session as well.
Opposed to the typical boring orientation sessions that put you to sleep, we found that students are on the lookout for an interactive experience that will be a memory for a lifetime. With our new orientation program, students will not only be more engaged, but also have an opportunity to network and have a more enjoyable experience before, during, and after being a George Brown postgraduate human resources student. Not only does this boost morale, but it improves the overall GBC experience. We also aspire to provide employment opportunities for the GBC Culinary School students and the Student Life Committee. More job opportunities on campus means more student satisfaction, which is a bonus. Our professors have a lot to share with their students. They specifically design their courses according to the students who will be joining them. Meeting your instructors is an important aspect of orientation, especially for college students, as it allows for increased engagement in the classroom. The students will already have created a bond with the professors, and in turn, will increase the reputation of the program with high student success rates.
Next, we'll be moving on to the project roadmap. The first part of the roadmap, and the most important part, is to pitch the plan to the GBC School of Business. We will need to get the major stakeholders invested and greenlight the project first. This will be where we sell the project and tell them about the student needs from the surveys that were conducted. Next is to have meetings on meetings on meetings on meetings and more meetings. This is where you'll be having endless coffee meetings with all your stakeholders to ensure that their needs are being met while still staying in budget. We will be meeting with our stakeholders, some of which include professors, industry partners, campus support, and food vendors regularly, and ensuring that our deliverables and milestones are being achieved on time. These milestones include creating our own scavenger hunts, creating the virtual orientation, designing our networking session, and advertising the event with our marketing team. Finally, the last milestone is the actual orientation. The orientation will be held on August 28th on 2023, a week just before school starts. The event is a go, and we want to make sure that the students and orientation team are all ready. With the success of this orientation, we'll be able to turn students from this to happy and engaged students like this.
What is our budget, you might ask? While managing to ensure equal pay for all vendors and recruitments, and supplying our students with the best possible opportunities, we closed in at nearly $32,000 for the entire project. This is divided up into 2 sessions, as previously mentioned. The in-person session will take a large percentage of this budget. Students can be rest assured that they will receive the best possible networking connections in the market, as we have clearly invested time and money into selecting these partners. We have also put a majority of the budget towards scavenger hunts because we prioritize fun here at George Brown College. The virtual orientation session will use the remainder of the budget. This money was also put towards our networking sessions, but our online HR students won't be missing out on the fun. Not to worry, as we have invested in $10 food vouchers for each student who attends. We have also invested in gaining knowledge from other colleges who have held successful orientations. Our main priority is on the experience for our students and the success of their education here at GBC.
No matter how much planning goes into a project, there will always be some risks. One of the major risks for our project is professors' unwillingness to participate in the orientation event. This may occur in the event that professors are too busy to attend or feel that they are not being compensated appropriately. This risk has a major impact on our event because without the professors' participation in the orientation, we run the risk of having to cancel the scavenger hunt altogether. To mitigate this risk, we intend on providing professors with an incentive such as additional compensation in the form of a gift card to entice them to participate in our event. Another major risk of this project is a health and safety violation with the food that is being catered during the networking session. This risk has a high impact on our event because it may cause many students and employees to get sick, leading to a bad reputation and expensive litigation costs. To mitigate this risk, we will ensure that the catered food will remain at an appropriate temperature and will be kept away from any contaminants during transportation and at the event itself. Our last major risk of the project is professors calling in sick the day of the event or an increase in COVID cases overall. This risk largely impacts the project because major changes may have to be made to the orientation's layout within a very short timeline. To mitigate the risk of a professor calling in sick, we will ensure that a volunteer from Student Life is on standby to step in and cover each professor's scavenger hunt station if need be. Additionally, if COVID cases increase within the area, we will abide by whatever the province's regulations happen to be at the time in order to limit the spread of the virus and ensure safety on George Brown's campus. This may range from providing an increased supply of masks and sanitation stations to holding a completely virtual orientation.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. This video has been brought to you by Team Strawberry, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.